What's up guys? In this video I'll be predicting the winners of the upcoming Tokyo Olympics. In this video I'll be predicting the women's singles, women's doubles and mixed doubles. In my previous video I predicted the men's singles and men's doubles, so you can check that out on my channel too. Before this video starts, I would really appreciate it if you guys smash the like and subscribe button to help support the channel. We've just reached 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you. Firstly, let's start off with the women's singles. Carolina Marin from Spain actually is out of the tournament because of an injury. This is a big surprise because she's been playing so well, especially this year in Thailand. I would say the favourites to win the tournament is Tai Tzu Ying from Chinese Taipei. She's looked incredibly good as well as in 2021, especially in Thailand where she played all three of the tournaments. I think that she has a lot of competition though, with Chen Yufei from China coming back. We haven't seen her for over a year now, so it would be really surprising to see how well she plays, especially against the likes of Tai Tzu Ying. We also have close competition with the Japanese pairs Nozomi Okuhara and Akane Yamaguchi, who both played actually quite well at the All England, so it would be surprising to see how well they play against each other. You also have some younger players such as Ratchanok Intanong and PV Sindhu, as well as An-Si Young from Korea, who will also be looking to do well at the tournament and reach further into the rounds. I would say a player to look out for is Ratchanok Intanong. She's been playing really well, especially this year, and has been having some really close games with the likes of Tai Tzu Ying and Carolina Marin. I would also look out for Malia Blechfeld from Denmark, who's also a really good up-and-coming women's singles player. She looks really motivated and hungry to do well. It really wouldn't surprise me if she pulled an upset up at the Olympics and actually made it even to the quarterfinals or even semi-finals, because she definitely has the potential to do that. I would say a player to underachieve in the tournament. It's really hard to decide because there's so many top women's singles players that are both really competitive against each other. If I had to choose though, it would be Hibing Xiao from China. She's, like we said, we haven't seen Chinese players play for over a year now. And I feel like she might not perform so well at the Olympics this year, especially with the close competition that she has against her. But who knows? She might play well. It's going to be close in the women's singles especially. Going into the women's doubles, I would say the favourites to win here are the Japanese pair Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota. They are ranked 1 on the Olympic qualifications. There are, like the women's singles, there's so many high-level women's doubles pairs as well. For example, 2 Korean pairs are ranked in the top 10 or 15 and can't be at the Olympics because there are 2 higher-ranked Korean pairs in the top 5 who will be there instead. Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota have been so good in the last few years, it's hard to think that they won't be favourites going into the Olympics, especially in their home country. The Japanese pairs didn't really impress me that much when I watched the All England this year compared to when I watched the Thailand Open. I think that in Korea there's also so much competition and women's double spots are so competitive. I think that they're going to be right at the top of their game and have the best training in the world for women's doubles. So I think my prediction is Lee Soo-hee and Shin Seung-shan for the women's doubles. I would say a player to look out for is Chloe Birch and Lauren Smith from England. I don't think they will win the tournament, but they are ranked 16th in the world, and I think they have the potential to reach the quarterfinals or even semi-finals if they play consistently well at the Olympics. They played really well at the All England actually and had a close game against the world number ones where it went to 3 games. I would also say to look out for Gracia Polly and Apriyana Rahayu from Indonesia. They also played really well in Thailand where they won the Thailand Open. They definitely have a really good chance at doing well at the Olympics and even winning it. They have a great mix between experience and youth, with Gracia Polly being older at 33 years old, while Apriyana Rahayu is 23 years old. This is similar to like what you see with Hiroyuki Endo and Yuta Watanabe in the men's doubles, where you have one more experienced player who can deal with the pressure a bit more, and one younger player who might be a bit faster and have that more flair in his game. I would say a player to underachieve would be the second highest ranked player from China, Chen Xingzhen and Xi Jianfan. They haven't played for over a year now. There's also so many top women's doubles pairs that could beat them or upset them. The results before COVID were also not amazing, where they lost in multiple tournaments in the round of 16. However, it'll be interesting to see how well they do, and potentially they could prove me wrong. In the mixed doubles, the favourites to win this would be Zheng Siwei and Huang Yezhong from China. They've been ranked number one consistently now for a good long time, and before the pandemic, they looked incredible. They're so dominant, and Zheng Siwei from the back of the court, it's just got an incredible smash. It's really fast around the court. It's definitely going to be very difficult for a pair to beat them at the Olympics. I also expect Watanabe and Arisa Higashino to do well. Like I said, they won the All England, which is a great result for them. They've now won that twice at such a young age. I would definitely expect them to be reaching at least the semi-finals at the Olympics in their home country. However, my prediction to win this is Dechapol Puavanarukru and Sapsari Taratanachi from Thailand. They surprised me so much in the Thailand Open, where they won all three major tournaments, which is incredible. They looked so dominant in every single game as well, and it didn't even look like there was any pair really even close to beating them. I would say a player to look out for is Tom Jekyll and Delphine Deroux from France. They're such a young pair who have played really well again this year. They've surprised a lot of their opponents and have also created a lot of upsets, and have actually got quite far in some of the tournaments they've played in this year. I don't think anyone at the start of this year was expecting them to do as well as they have done. They have probably one of the biggest upset potentials, I would say, going into the Olympics, and if they came up against a pair higher ranked than them, I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up going through or had a very close game. Their style and game has looked really impressive this year. They're super attacking pair and exciting to watch. A pair to look out for who could underachieve this tournament would be Praveen Jordan and Melata Dava Octaviente from Indonesia. They didn't look that good in Thailand. They won the All England last year, which meant I expected so much more of them when they played this year. When I watch them play, I always seem a little bit underwhelmed. They can be really inconsistent too. I've seen them play amazing badminton, and Praveen Jordan has one of the best smashes in badminton right now. However, I've seen them play they make so many mistakes, and their attitude can often seem a bit strange when I watch them play. Sometimes it doesn't look like Praveen Jordan is that motivated, which is strange. Although I don't expect this at the Olympics, which is the biggest badminton competition. However, their form could mean that they are knocked out to a pair such as Tom Jekyll and Delphine Deroux from France. It does all depend on how well they're playing and their form though. I do expect them to reach a bit further in the tournament, but I could see them getting knocked out early, and this is why I've put them in this category. That's my predictions for the upcoming Tokyo Olympics for the women's singles, women's doubles and mixed doubles. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me or not. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.